All right, greetings Internet, DDA here, and welcome to another local match. This time we're coming from Portal Comics and Gaming from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. We have a local here. I think there are about 7 players there, so this is the semifinals between ePalpatine and eRey. So I've got 2 good friends here. We got Bill and Noah, and Palpatine, just a freaking force. Who are you giving this to? Who's taking the match, John? Who's taking it?
I give this one to Palp. Palp is an incredibly solid deck. He's really, really strong against 2 character decks. His weakness is in 3 or more character decks. And, I mean, it's a really strong deck right now, and it's hard to deal with.
For sure. Palpatine has that HP pool to survive the burst damage from Poe, and you are reducing the effectiveness of Thermal Detonator, although it doesn't matter in this particular matchup.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's one of the reasons why Palp is so good right now, is because of all the Poe Maz running around. You're not screwing with his hand or anything, but you're essentially making his upgrades just worse. Now,
Yeah.
granted, for U-Wing, it's not going to matter because you got a 4 damage side on the die, but Thermal Detonator is junk, like, compared to Palpatine.
For sure. And of course, like, the 15 HP allows him to survive any amount of burst that Poe Maz could do, and then you got the Rise Agains, you got Rejuvenates, which, wow, he just drew into 2 Rejuvenates.
Yep.
Looks like we got over on Poe's side, looks like a Holdout Blaster, a Defensive Position, a Rocket Launcher, and a Mine Probe.
Yeah, I mean, you have to go into a Palp match saying to yourself that he doesn't have 15 health, he has 20 health. Because you gotta figure he's going to resolve at least 1 Rise Again, because Palpatine builds, they don't spend that much money, so they're just building up resources like every turn because the deck is built. The build is supposed to be like pretty, has a very low resource curve. So,
So it looks like actually eRey won that role there. Surprising that he chose his own battleground and gave Palp the shields. I'm not sure. I don't like the idea of giving Palp more HP.
yeah, I mean, I guess it's a trade-off, but Poe really wants his throne room. The eRey especially really wants the throne room.
Oh, instantly resolving the special for 5 damage Mind Probe. That is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, he ate the shields, but 3 damage for Palp is not a lot, especially since he managed to pick up 2 Rejuvenates.
Yeah, it's shooting
right
off the
top.
deflect on the second Poe dice for a cool 1 damage into Poe. Looks like on Palp's side, we got the Holocron's coming down. Sadly, though, he doesn't have an ability upgrade in his hand to make use of that. Does have an isolation, though, which will be nice for next combat.
Yeah, I mean, I subscribe more to to the style of play that Justin talks about a lot, where you just roll him out immediately, because you want to resolve as fast as possible. Because one of Palp's biggest strengths is the fact that he could claim so fast. He can claim faster than Poe Maz if you're playing it where you just roll him out right off the bat, resolve those dice and just claim. And I mean, I think that's my style of play with him. I just agree with Justin on that, but to each his own. I mean, if it works for Bill, it works for Bill.
Yeah, shooting off the 2 range. Probably going to go into Poe here. Oh,
No.
actually going to hit Rey. Oh,
Yeah.
no, I think he took the 2 on Rey.
Maybe.
I think
It's
he
hard to
had to
tell.
because he deflected on Poe, so...
He did, but shields have a tendency in this game to turn people off to switch targets in general. Like, they just do that.
It's
I mean,
only 1 shield.
I know. I mean, I'm not saying I disagree with you. I'm saying that I see people do it all the time. They'll be like, "Oh, I'll play a take cover for 1 shield." They're like, all right, I'm not
shooting
swinging
off a double Rejuvenate. Rejuvenate is one of those cards, it's like, it looks so bad, but in this deck, it's so good. It is so good.
Yeah, because it costs 0. If it didn't have a cost 0, it wouldn't be worth playing.
Well, yeah, of course. Poe drawing in a black 1. Black 1. What else we got over there? Still got that rocket launcher and Mine Probe.
The reason I gotta go for right now is because I have the every time I play Blaster, it's basically a hit run. And I need to not let Poe go.
Oh boy. I think Mine Probe would probably be a good play at this point.
We'll see.
3 range, immediately responding with the isolation, of course, to get rid of that 3 range. He's got 2 Intimidates in hand and a Laura Power.
Yeah. I don't like Lore Power. It's not my favorite card.
It's not your
Slow.
favorite card.
You can't holocron it. I'm not a fan of that card personally.
I think not being able to holocron it matters a lot, especially in this situation right now. But Laura Power in general, it plays so well with Palpatine because you want to resolve his dice no matter what. So just Laura Power is just straight up value. It's just value.
I mean, it's got 2 blanks on it, which I also don't like. It's always going to cost 2. So it's kind of like it's a little heavy, especially when you're trying to save up for Rise Again. It's not my favorite card because No Mercy is also a really big card you got to play, and that also costs 2. So I feel like in the money management game, Laura Power isn't for me. Like
shooting off the discard, obviously because he rolled Holocron special, not wanting to see something big drop on Palpatine right now.
it's actually really good that he discarded that Laura Power. He did him a favor for sure. All the cards in his hand are better than that, and it's a target for Rise Again. So
Getting 2 money on Palp. Really, really awesome when you can resolve both Palpatine dice in one single action. Just makes you feel good.
I mean, look at the amount of damage on the eRey player, and Palpatine has only resolved 1 damage side.
Yeah, Poe's thinking of claiming here, and absolutely that's a great play to just claim. Shooting off the rocket launcher for 4 damage. I mean, the claim was coming on Palp's side, so it was good that he claimed there.
But that Rise Again might be coming too.
Yeah, well, for sure. He's got 5 damage and 5 resources. Bill thinking about re-rolling that Holocron dice, but realizing there's no point.
Yeah, there is literally no point at all. There's no side he can resolve because he doesn't have any upgrades in his hand.
So much money. Where's that Rise Again? There's that Rise Again. Got another isolation as well. Got new orders. Still got that Mind Probe, Black 1. And I think, did I see a U-Wing? I'm not sure.
I didn't see it.
Oh, Paul rolling 2 money. Money is not what he wants right now, sadly. Isolating a dice, why not? Just really limiting his actions. He does have a U-Wing. He also has a defensive position.
I think it's interesting they actually decided to isolate that. Usually, this isn't Poe Maz. eRey without cheats are pretty slow comparatively, so you don't have to like immediately go after those Poe dice, because the only way he's changing that to a special is either an early claim, and then it's only 1 die anyway.
Well, he actually does have new orders in his hand, so I think that allows you to use the claim ability.
Of a battlefield that you switch to.
Oh, okay.
So what would happen is you would heal a damage.
Yeah, heal a damage.
Yeah.
Replacing the holdout with the Mind Probe. At this point, he definitely needs to start getting some more damage on the board. He is way behind. He's got 6, 5, 10 damage on him to Palp's 5 right now. He's got to cover some ground here.
Yeah. I mean, he's got the Rise Again. Like.
Yep.
It's
Here
so
comes the Rise Again for the
demoralizing.
Laura Power.
You play Rise Again. You just got 5 damage on Palp, then he heals it and gets a free upgrade. Like he hasn't even rolled out yet. Like it's such a demoralizing action for the other guy.
Yeah, for sure. He's like, hey buddy, that 3 damage, that's supposed to be on you.
I have seen so many. You have no idea. I mean, especially for Palpatine, I have seen so many people just scoop to the Rise Again. Like as soon as they play it, in a situation similar to this, like their guys are both more than half dead, and they're kind of like. Then you play Rise Again, he's back to full health with a free upgrade, and they're like, you know what? Let's go to the next.
It's tough, man. He almost had to. I don't even know how he could combat that in this deck.
He doesn't have any disruption.
Yeah, he like has Poe for disruption. Shooting off defensive position to get that 3 ranged out of there. I mean, it saved him 5 damage, so even though it was only 1 dice.
It's totally worth it, 100%. Defense position is amazing against Palpatine. As long as you're able to keep claiming, which is why I really subscribe to the fast Palpatine method to keep claiming, because as long as you can keep defense position, gets rid of like all his size except for the blank and the resource.
So actually surprising here, he had a Black 1 and a U-Wing in hand, and he had a Poe dice sitting out, and he claimed for the Mind Probe special.
Yeah,
He could have maybe he was saving the U-Wing, I guess.
I don't know. I don't agree with that. He doesn't have enough money to play these vehicles.
Yeah.
So I don't see like why you'd hold on to him. I would just go for more damage.
Yeah.
It is a damage race.
For sure. Drawing into, I think, was that Now You Die? Yeah, he's got Now You Die, a Mind Probe, or Now You Must Die.
Now you die.
Now You Die.
Or Now You Will Die or something. I
Yeah,
think it's
Now
like
You Will Die, that's what it is.
Yeah, because it's Palp's quote from Return of the Jedi, And now, young Skywalker, you will die.
You will die.
Yeah. Right before the dude gets chucked off the edge, but yeah.
Shooting off the field medic to heal 2 lowly damage on Rey. Sitting at 4 HP right now.
Yeah. So much damage. Palpatine puts out so much damage.
So
really
got
dumb.
Mind Probe in hand. That's going to be nice for that Holocron special. He also has No Mercy as well. Sad that he doesn't have any damage sides to resolve with that.
I mean, the 2 shields on Palp's 2 shield side is the best shield side in the game because it's Palpatine.
For sure, for sure. I mean, it's like heal 2, do 2. Heal 2, do 2.
It's a 4 damage swing. Like, it's hard for that. It's hard.
Shooting off the Disrupt. Good play there. You know, not wanting to deal. He does have a high ground in his hand, so...
Yeah, that's another reason why that shield side is so huge, because you can't high ground it.
Yeah.
It's still a 4 damage swing.
Wow, rolling really hot with Poe, but sad. There's the
Insta
deflect.
drops the deflect. Insta drops the deflect.
Shooting off two ranged-y. Two ranged damage.
Here comes the probe.
Rolling in the probe. It's so funny. I taught my wife how to play last night, and I told her about the whole resolving Holocron special, and then you roll it in, and you can resolve special if you get it again.
Yeah. Yep.
She like absolutely did not believe me. She's like, no, that's not how it works. No.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. And it is counterintuitive, but it's because you roll dice, or well, you resolve dice that share the same side, but you resolve them one at a time.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's once you're able to make that leap, it's a lot easier.
Rolling the 2 shields on Palp again.
It's so good. There are really good players who play Palpatine who prefer his 2 shield side over any other side.
I at this point I almost agree. You know, it's just really, really strong. Oh, here it comes. Now you will die. Shooting off 2 melee to kill Rey. Kill Rey and then just put 2 damage in a Poe.
I mean, it's going to be the same outcome even if you just got the 2 shields.
No, he could have put the
I'm
damage
saying,
on
like,
Poe.
I'm not talking about the outcome of Rey dying. I'm talking about the outcome of him winning.
Of this match, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the Now You Will Die just ensured that he put a foothold for victory.
Yeah, it's almost like a win more card at that point.
Nah. Ensuring Rey's death, I don't think is win more.
Rey has
Win.
There's been turns where Rey hasn't even rolled out. You know what I mean? Like, Rey's not doing anything.
That's true.
Like,
she had Mind Probe though, and he did Mind Probe special twice.
I'm pretty sure her greatest contribution to this game was being able to let him use Force Misdirection once.
Oh wow, and that's it. Look at that. Palp roll,
Yeah.
3 damage, the Mind Probe special, and 2 discard. Nothing
Yeah.
that the Poe player could do there.
Nah, because either one kills him. You can't get rid of both dice. That's 5 damage on the ranged and 4 or 5 damage on the probe.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, good match. Good semifinals match between these 2 players. Obviously showing the power that Palpatine has, being able to survive the burst damage, any burst damage that Rey and Poe did. I think the Poe Rey player actually did how much damage there total? I think around 13 total, because he healed 7 and he ended with 6.
Yeah, he did about 13. So if he didn't heal at all, he would still be alive, the Palp.
All right, well, good game, and we are going to come out with another local match from Portal, the finals, featuring me. Yeah, so stay tuned for that.
Oh, can't wait.